Hello everyone and welcome back to another review. Thank you all very much for tuning in. And in this video we got a special one here. We're going to be taking a look at a fragrance by the company Creed, and the fragrance goes by the name Silver Mountain Water. Now the perfumer behind this one is Olivier Creed, who is the 6th generation of perfumers. Now we also have Erwin Creed, who is the 7th generation. This fragrance surprisingly was launched back in 1995, making it one of the earlier Creeds that are still around today that were produced. And this is a wonderful fragrance. It was actually the winner of my subscriber's choice, and I'm really excited to be talking a little bit more about this fragrance. Now the House of Creed, it was established, or it came out in 1760, and that's when it was founded by James Henry Creed, who was the very first owner. You know, it is a family-run company, passed down from father to son, from generation to generation, and they started off being a tailoring company until they started branching out into fragrances. Now this fragrance is classified as an aromatic scent, and I want us to start things off by taking a look at the presentation. So here's the box for Silver Mountain Water. You have the design here on the front. It's all white. You have the embossed Creed logo throughout the entire thing, the crest and the crown here in the front. You have the French writing here at the top. You also have the booklets on the inside. I don't want to take them out and open it up, but if you have owned a Creed, and I've done this in several previous presentations, you know what that looks like. So I actually bought this one on Fragrance Net, and Creed presentations do change from time to time. It all depends on the year in which you bought them. The placement of the serial number can change. This one, for example, is engraved on the back. It turns out that the one that I received is actually an international variation, but nonetheless I did buy it authentic off of Fragrance Net. One thing about Creeds though is you can tell whether they're real or not by taking off the cap, and if it has, on the older ones, if it has a white ring or grommet, whatever you want to call it, on the inside, then that is usually indicative of the fact that it is authentic. But again, you got to be careful that you're not buying an old batch. Creed sprayers are amazing. They are beastly, and they throw out a lot of juice. And that was the presentation for Silver Mountain Water by Creed. One of my subscribers, Jacob, writes, "Feels like a summer day with a fresh ironed white tee on, so fresh and so clean." Ashton writes, "Green, brisk, and original. It projects well and really shines if used with moderation in the warmer months." Spencer writes, "A nice fresh scent that is easy to like and that both genders can wear." And Dual concludes by writing, "Best Creed ever." Now, I want to start off by saying that Silver Mountain Water is one of Creed's most, if not the most, abstract scent in the entire collection. And that's because Creed is known for having fresh quality and high quality ingredients. So if you smell Aventus, it's like you're cutting right into a pineapple. If you smell Green Irish Tweed, you smell those green elements. You smell like it feels like you're in a field of green, right? If you smell Millésime Imperial, you have those melon notes with that salty overtone. You smell this one and you're like, what am I really smelling? And that's why a lot of people say it has an inky smell, like it smells like ink. And I can sort of see what people mean, although I think I would equate the smell of Lalique's Encre Noir to smell like ink. This one is a bit fresher than that. Now, I think it does, or the smell of the fragrance does sort of fit in with the vibe of what they were going for. They wanted to produce a scent that was very evocative of being on a snowy mountain top, and it's fresh, and you have the brisk air hitting you, and it really puts you, it limns that image, it puts you in that mental frame, and I think it does a really wonderful job at doing that. What is creating that feel? Well, you have the note of green tea, or you have a tea note up on top, and it's certainly herbal, and you don't get it right away until you look at the note breakdown. You're like, yeah, there's definitely a note of tea in here. There's also a pinch of blackcurrant in the background. Now, I've smelled blackcurrant in a lot of other fragrances, some of which are really sweet, and there is no sweetness in this one. Maybe just a pinch in the background, but it's very discreet and covert about its ways. There's also a little bit of citrus up on top. I know there's orange, there's also bergamot, and you do get some citrus in the opening, especially if you're purchasing a new batch. And I can say the same thing for Millésime Imperial. If you are purchasing a new batch, you're going to get a lot of citrus up on top. And then it sort of fades into this cool, smooth, herbal sort of a scent. And then it dries down to this sandalwood base that's really nice. It has some really great notes in here, and as natural as it does smell, I have to echo the fact that it does smell sort of abstract, which kind of puts it in avant-garde territory. One thing about this one is that it's a winner in terms of compliments. People will always turn around and compliment you when you're wearing this. I have gotten several unsolicited compliments in public, and my wife, this is actually her favorite Creed, right next to Aventus. I did a blind sniff test with my wife not too long ago. I'll leave a link down below. She actually picked Silver Mountain Water as her favorite Creed scent, and I don't blame her. I mean, it's a really pleasant scent, it's really fresh, and it has a lot of things going for it. I want to talk a little bit more about the performance, so let's go ahead and fast forward things to the rating. First up, I took a look at the uniqueness and the overall smell, and it was a very unique scent at the time of release. Since then, there have been a few other fragrances that sort of mimic this one. I know one of them is by Al Rahab, and it's called Silver, and it's actually a really close clone to Silver Mountain Water. But Silver Mountain Water still has this sort of freshness that I think supersedes all of the other clones or you know, fragrances that succeeded it. I also took a look at the longevity, and it's pretty solid for this one. Now, Creed fragrances, they have a reputation for not lasting a very long time, and I'm thinking of Original Vetiver, I'm thinking of Millésime Imperial. This one I got about 6 to 7 hours. It is eau de parfum, or most Creeds are marketed as eau de parfum unless you get an international variation, and this one did pretty well on my skin. I also took a look at the projection, and it works really well. Something about those mid notes that really allowed this one to last a little bit into the dry down and still project rather well. Projection on me was about a solid 1.5 to 2 hours, which is more than I get from some fresh scents. Versatility on this one is great just because it has that fresh appeal to it. I think it's suited more for the hotter weather. Yeah, so I probably wouldn't wear this in the fall and winter unless you're in a climate-controlled environment. And I think anybody can wear it. I think whether you're a man or a woman, this would work really well on you. Anybody of any age can wear this, and I would wear this in an upper-class scenario because it is a Creed, and it carries a hefty price tag with it, but I would also wear it casually because it sort of fits that mood as well. Lastly, we have presentation. I love Creed presentations. I mean, from the bottle to the box, I think there's a lot of attention to detail, and I just love the look of the flask. And if I were to give this fragrance an overall score, I would probably give it a 9 out of 10. Now, I would say that this is a 5-star fragrance because it's a really special fragrance, and I love it very much. It does happen to be one of my favorite Creeds. The only reason I'm not giving this a 10 stars as opposed to a 9 is because for some reason I still like Aventus more. I still like Millésime Imperial more. I still like Spice and Wood more, but I just don't know why. So I love this one, and it has so many good things going for it, but I still can't put my finger on why I love those fragrances more. And Aventus to me would be a 10 out of 10 fragrance. And does this compare to Aventus? It's a great fragrance, but I don't think it does. So anyways, I give it a 9 out of 10. I'm hoping that's a fair score. I love this fragrance. If you have owned or have tried Silver Mountain Water by Creed, please let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Also, please don't forget to subscribe for future videos, top 10s, giveaways, unboxings, and a lot of other fragrance-related content. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching my review, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.